If I told you we have to wait another year for the bull run and things will take off in 2026 to 2027, would you tap out? Because me personally, I won't tap out. But the reason I say that is because depending on where we top, if this is the top, we will only extend into the later years of 2026 or the late months of 2026. And the reason I say that is because when we look at the macro and we zoom out, we've had a great run. If you were accumulating in 2022, there is a lot of coins that you're in profit with. Now, when it comes to LCX, you have to understand that this is a play that you should be treating like a Amazon stock, a Tesla stock, a Nvidia stock, something that's going to keep going up as crypto grows, because we are still in a young industry. You heard what the LCX and the EU, European Union, said about LCX. This is a young industry with disregard to regulation. So knowing that, this is single-handedly the dumbest time to give up on LCX. When I was telling you to sell at 34 cents, listen, I wasn't doing that to make you leave LCX entirely and quit crypto. No, I was just saying that because taking profits allows you to buy in lower price points. But now I'm seeing LCX at price points that's attracting me, especially when we hit 15 to 10 cent range, because I do believe we will climb down, or we will go down with this possibly this next year up until the summer. We might have a relief rally and then darker times in terms of price point. But this brings me to my next point. Okay, the government is not gonna let you get rich before them. Just remember that. So when everyone was screaming 2025, do you know that the whales can see that and manipulate and say, you know what, they think we're gonna go up in 2025, so if everybody is planning to take profits in 2025, then there will be no exit liquidity. So the whales have no choice but to duke you. You have to really understand that they will take profits when everybody least expects it, like they did this time. It's meant to be the start of 2025, things are big, and all the whales are taking profits. So what does this indicate? You don't control the markets, neither does retail. The people that control the markets, they have billions, trillions, millions to play with, and we have to understand that before what it is. So they ain't gonna play all the psychology games, because you have to understand the best traders study psychology, and that's what people don't understand. Like, they already know how you think. When you look at a coin and you decide whether you want to sell or FOMO or FUD, they already know how most people operate, because they're not operating on an elite level. When things go down and when things are ugly, people think, oh, it's gonna go lower. Listen, this is a great price to accumulate a coin like LCX that's going to be a $10 token. Why do I say that? Because it's literally the Coinbase of Europe. It is. It is the Coinbase of Europe. Like, when we look at America, yes, Donald Trump is doing deals and he's partnering with Coinbase, but over in the EU, who are they partnering with? Not Coinbase. They are partnering with LCX, and Europe is a huge place. A lot of big crypto trades take place in Europe. A lot of countries are pro-crypto in Europe. So I know right now Europe is not the best continent economically wise, but that goes without saying, because most places are not really in the greatest state when it comes to the prices, inflation, rates, and all of that. So just knowing that, I'm just so excited for LCX now. Like, my excitement's gone back, because I knew like it was overinflated, it was overvalued at the local top. So I took profits, but I now have the chance to accumulate more LCX, and that to me, it's just a blessing to know we have another opportunity where we are gonna see bear market lows again. Like, that's just my opinion though. Like, if Bitcoin decides to extend this run before or by July to October, then we could see takeoff this year. But if we see Bitcoin just enter a bear cycle within 2025, then we have to wait it out another year or two. I'm just being honest. Things could take off 2026, 2027. We can't rely on a 4-year cycle no more. It's changed, okay? The governments have done really tampered this stuff, and they really invested and put their foot into crypto. So now it's not really under the law control, the power law. Like, it's not under the law of crypto 4-year cycle. No, we had that in 2021, we had that in 2018 or 2020 or not 2020. We had that in 2017. I said 2017. We had that in 2017. We had that in 2013. But it's like that was when it was super early. It was being used for the dark web a lot more and a lot more fraudulent things. But now the government is realizing this is an asset we need to capitalize on so we could keep the rich rich and the poor poor, because the poor people are not going to have money to invest. So you need to be the poor person that realizes the power of compound interest when it comes to LCS. If you keep accumulating from now till 2027, you are going to be so, like, if you accumulated, just let's say 80% of your investment that you accumulate, dollar cost average, you are going to sell, and you accumulate 20% that you're going to keep accumulating, whether that's at $2 or 10 cents. That's how I'm doing it. I'm going to have a bag where, let's say if I'm investing $1,000 a month, I will have 200 that I'm investing for the next 10 years, and I will have 800 that I'm investing to take profits on. That's my goal with this LCS strategy right here, because I just understand that we are doing things behind the scenes in crypto that they don't know about, because people don't read. That's the thing about it. People don't really read. They just look at the markets, Bitcoin down, but they don't realize, they don't read that they are trying to make a Bitcoin reserve. They don't read that they're trying to actually make Bitcoin a standard. Like, they don't really read these things of adoption. They don't. They just think business is something that comes and increases in value overnight. Tesla weren't built in one day. Nvidia weren't built in one day. Look how crazy Nvidia went this past year or two. We weren't expecting that, but things take time to build. These companies that are successful, they are only successful because the people running them have a long-term vision. If we are trying to make a business, and my goal to you, I told you, let's start this business and get successful by next week, the business is going to fail. That's why these meme coins fail, because the people that run these meme coins, they are only trying to get rich quick. But the LCS tokens, Monty is not worried about taking profits in 2025. He's not worried about it. He's trying to build mega generational wealth. Not only that, but he's trying to shake the industry with something we need, which is regulation. So not only is Monty most likely looking at 2050, he's looking at the landscape of crypto in 2050. Not only for his own token, but for everything. That's why it's so revolutionary, because he's got his eyes set on making crypto a better place. Right now, it's still a lot of mess. It's messy. We have 10,000 coins being pumped. Pump fund needs to be banned. Solana memes, most of them need to have a regulation to where you can't just be anyone making a meme coin. You have to have some type of actual, like, it needs to be some type of stop to this. But it will flush out naturally. That's the thing with memes. They'll end up like NFTs. They're going to end up like NFTs. And when that happens, you should be buying LCS and coins like QNT. Like, this, all the good coins, okay? So, I will tell you guys that you can set this opportunity aside and look over it, look past it. Or you can realize that we have no rush, especially majority of us in crypto, because we are not old, okay? Yes, there's some people that are old and want to get rich as quick as possible, which I hope they do. But majority of my viewers and people that watch this channel, we are 20 to 30 to 40. So just knowing that, you might have to be prepared to wait another 5 years, and that's okay. Okay, that's how wealth is really built. Okay, so with that being said, let's get it. Peace.